Angel, angel, angel. Right.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6.
Here we go, son. Madden. Out, let's go.
Fields now to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Fields going to change things up here.
Up. 11. Extend. Tonight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Angel. Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
Here's Fields. He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darnell Washington, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Hawk 70.
To throw is Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Austin. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
11. Here we go, son. Right.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Good.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
West right. Alpha. West right, sit. Delta. Right.
Now it's Fields. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 7. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 41 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
No mas.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 11.
5:51. Here we go, Scott. Justin, Justin. Hey, Ken. All right.
Here's Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Right here. Here we go. EQ. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Easy. Right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 70 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I'm not lying.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 60 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Caught by Wilson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Easy, easy, easy. Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fields. That swung out wide to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They hand this off to Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun, here's Fields. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mayday, 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 mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where it started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Drop 60, drop 60.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tonight.
Fields now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hey, 551, 551. Alpha, 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 alpha. 11, 11, 11. Tonight. Tonight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Hey, going alpha right here. Here we go, son. Extends. Angel, angel, angel. Hey, Ken.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Trust, much right. Tonight.
Here's Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
West right, fifth. Here we go. Delta. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. This one finds Austin out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Here now, 2nd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
You got a mini bases. Alpha. Hey, Delta. Hey, can. Right.
Now it's Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Hurry up.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
DQ. Hey, can. DQ. Oh, hurry up. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Daniels going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here we go, set.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And